Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back here to the MLG Scuf Gaming 5K. I'm Golden Boy, and we have XcL versus Strictly Business now. And let's see here, let's see what's going on. So, looking here, I could not get into the esports broadcaster mode because they had already started the game, but it seems like the score is going to be 95 to 51 in favor of SB, 96 to 52. I'm speaking way too soon here. So SB is going to be up 96 to 52 right now. And wow, I mean, just definitely a great performance out of them. They are going to be taking on XcL here, Strictly Business, giving them the, oh, actually, let's see here. Yeah, so 96 to 52 going into the second half. I'm going to turn on esports broadcaster mode here in just a sec. You know, of course, I came into that one late, so you know, it is what it is. But guys, welcome back here. Of course, I'm Golden Boy, and thank you all so much for tuning in. If you guys want to go ahead and tweet it out there, of course, the stream is mlg.tv/COD. Now we have SB going up against XcL. Game type is actually seems like they are moving on to the next round here to Warhawk Search and Destroy. So I guess XcL may have just conceded on that last one. Maybe they feel a little bit more confident going into Search and Destroy, perhaps. You know, who knows? But yeah, so of course, guys, I will be here, but Bioacid will be joining me in a little bit. And of course, coming from Australia, right? So Australia, right? I want to make sure I get it right. Australian. There you go. Yeah, and we have Dr. Curry as well. He's going to be joining us later on today. I'm solo casting for right now. Of course, you know, thank you guys so much for your understanding. Now, Search and Destroy Warhawk, it seems, is let's actually go ahead and pull up some stats here real fast and see what's going on with Strictly Business going into the league. You know, of course, the league just kind of went underway here, and you got to mention how things have just been really heating up for all these teams, honestly. Strictly Business right now, they're currently going to be sitting in second place in the MLG COD League, currently with 4 wins and 2 losses with a 67% win ratio there, so win percentage, I should say. You know, of course, in 12 map wins and 9 map losses, Strictly Business, definitely a team to look out for. I've always been a big fan of Strictly Business. Back in UMG Philadelphia, I said Strictly Business could have been a team that could very well have won the whole thing. I mean, it was a team that I felt I had a lot of confidence in. That roster did consist of fears at that time, but now they added Dito into the mix here, and it definitely seems to have been working out with him. Dito has been making a name for himself a lot more as of late, especially with that recent run he had with Optic Gaming, I believe in a 2K series that they had when Optic Gaming was searching ever so intently for that critical fourth player. Of course, we all know how that ended up turning out there. Scumpy ended up just joining the team back again. But now, looking here, Strictly Business going after B, but Dito gets picked off right away, which is quite surprising there. He ended up getting taken out by Ball Out. Ball Out starting things off lovely here. Sensor's going to be pushing in, and he's going to wait and see if anyone's going to get aggressive on him, but the bomb is not going to go down just yet. Seems like they're just comfortable throwing down those trophies and just using that for coverage for right now, but they are going to be pinned inside of B. And it seems like Sensor's going to have one player creeping up behind him. This is not going to be a good look for Strictly Business. Definitely getting caught off guard here against this XcL squad. And Sensor going to have to run all the way around. He's going to encounter a player right around this wall here, and that's going to do it, as that was going to be a cut from Ball Out there on Sensor. Great connection for him. Look at this here with the combat knife. Ended up finding Sensor. Great reflexes. And I love that tag. Not so funny meow, is it? Gotta respect the hustle there, bud. So now looking here, going into round 2 of play, we're gonna go ahead and stick with Strictly Business here and see what they can do on the defensive side. Of course, Strictly Business, a team that, like I said before, just, you know, tons of talent in my opinion, but it seems like you know, that first round kind of just got away from them a little bit there. They were not fully coordinated on that approach, but now we have XcL here, who are going to have the tides turn, so to speak, as they are going to be down 2 players here in this 2v4. Apathy, oh, Sensor's going to get picked off with a wall bang there, jumping over to Apathy now. He's going to have eyes right over that bomb site. right near that bomb site. And oh, he would have caught that player there if he would have stayed there just a second longer. But you can see that one player running incognito. He's going to be running away to the right side. Ends up picking up a kill. Let's go ahead and hop on board Prophet here. He is going to have that bomb. It is going to be a 1v1. Apathy versus Prophet. Oh, and he's going to find him over to the left. Shots exchange right through the water tower. And not able to make anything happen there. 33 seconds left on the clock. Now, if you are Prophet, what are you thinking? Am I going to go over to A? I have a clear path over to B. They're going to be expecting me over there. And that is exactly what happened. Prophet was expected. He was read wonderfully by Apathy as he got the stop on him right around the corner. Here she comes, and there you have it. So now 1-1 in the count here. Now taking a look at some of the statistics here for this squad for Search and Destroy. You got to highlight Saints, as a matter of fact, the Slayer for this team with a 1.32 kill-death ratio. I have to say, it definitely is looking good here for Strictly Business as far as slaying is concerned for Saints, but he is struggling at the start here, 1 and 2. On the other side, Dito, who rocks a 0.68 kill-death ratio in Search and Destroy, this time around 3 and 3. So he is going to get picked off, though, but he did have a very positive start, so to speak. So now, taking a look here, XcL on the other hand there, besides Burton, I mean, everyone else has been performing rather well. Prophet's going to get a couple shots there right through that trailer. He's going to have to back up. Finding Sensor, that's going to be a connection. Prophet takes him out. Now there is going to be actually one guy on the run. That was going to be Ball Out there. Ball Out finds him. This is going to be left up to Saints here. The top Slayer for Strictly Business just could not make it happen as XcL just dominating here on Search and Destroy. I mean, one thing that's interesting to me has been how this has been playing out, right? Because, yeah, the score right now is going to be 2-1, but the 2 rounds that XcL did win, they won so looking very, very strong against Strictly Business. Oftentimes catching Strictly Business, you know, I would say on their toes here. Now, I could be wrong in saying that maybe Strictly Business, they're struggling a bit on Warhawk Search and Destroy, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Here's a fun fact, by the way, about Strictly Business. They plant A 100% of the time in the MLG COD League. This time around, let's see where they actually are going to go. They are opting to, oh, we have actually people in movement up top here on top of the drug. But, yeah, it seems like they were going to go over for A, and Saints is going to roll. Oh, he ends up getting knifed. That's not going to be good. So, looking here, Dito, he's going to find a player over by the back truck there. And, of course, Strictly Business, they're defending right now. You know, but let's see what they do actually on the next side. Maybe they're looking at this as an opportunity for them to potentially push up. Now, I don't know if they push A 100% of the time there. I am gonna have to actually double check that, because it's actually a crazy statistic when you think about it. They have won 75% of the time that they plant A on offense. So we'll see what Strictly Business does on defense. Maybe they want to continue to work on their B strategy. But with that said, we are going to have a 1v2. Dito is going to find a player over by the B bomb site, perhaps, but there is going to be some shots exchanged. And with that said, XcL is going to continue to grow the lead on the backs of Ball Out and Prophet. 6 and 1 for the two of them there. Ball Out picking up that kill, making him 6 and 1. Wow. Great performance out of XcL so far. They're going to be 3 rounds away from pushing this one to a Game 3. Definitely not something that I expected from Strictly Business at round 2 of the Scuf Gaming 5K, but you know what? It is what it is, and you know, you got to give credit to XcL. They're playing hard right now. Strictly Business they're just getting caught off guard, but you know, maybe even that's not the case. I mean, they are getting dismantled. I should take that statement back. They're not getting caught off guard. They're getting dismantled here against XcL when it matters the most, right? That's what I'm seeing here. Strictly Business just does not seem to have their approach down as Ball Out ends up getting taken out. One of the big Slayers here. Sorry about that. Jumping over to Apathy now. He's going to try and go for a wall bang inside of 10. That's not going to happen. Saints is going to have the bomb, though, and he's going to get picked off. Apathy's going to be by himself. Now it's going to be a 1v1 just like that. Apathy and Burton both have 2 kills between them, so we're not really going to see a battle of the Star Slayers right now. But with that said, 40 seconds on the clock. If you want to put your money on someone, Apathy would be the safe bet. A veteran in the competitive Call of Duty scene. I've been watching this guy slay around since MW3. Definitely is a a great player. I think he was a duo at one point with 2 Quick, if I'm correct. It's just a great player overall. He is able to make that one happen by A, and there you see that A plan. That's 75% of the time this A bomb site works out for them. I wonder if that's going to be the case here. A is going to be a very hard bomb site to push because you never know. There's so many angles where Apathy could be hiding and hanging out. Burn is going to have to think on his toes here. Pressure is going to be on Burn, so let's go ahead and give some love to him. Now he's going to go and try and see if he can knock it off. Oh, and he's going to be by the side, and is he going to do it? No, he is not. Oh, my goodness. I almost lost my voice there. Apathy, great stop out of him. Burton did get hit markers on that one. That was a tad bit scary there for Apathy, but the veteran comes out on top, making this one 3-2 going into the 6th round in Search and Destroy Warhawk. Now, let's go ahead and give some love over on the XcL side, because I want to see what they're going to do on the attack, what their approach is going to be, and it seems like they're going to go with B yet again. Ball out, he's trying to shoot the gate, not really having much luck. There you have it, but Monster is going to get picked off early. That was going to be a snipe there from Dito, who's 5-5, the lead Slayer right now for Strictly Business in this Search and Destroy game. Of course, I mentioned before Dito having the lowest KD in Search and Destroy for Strictly Business, but that does not seem to matter here. Of course, as the MLG COD lead begins to grow and you know, I guess you could say more games start to happen, you might see that KD spread, but this is what I expect to see out of Dito. That's why that statistic was very surprising to me, but Dito is going to get taken out now, as this is going to be all up to Ball Out here, who found Dito off guard, and the bomb's going to be so far away from him to be able to make a play happen. This is tough. This is very tough because they know he's in the back. They know he's in the backfield, and they're not going to give him any kind of quarter. There's going to be one guy, though. Let's actually see, bring up this Oracle view here. There's going to be one guy inside of 10. He's going to have 27 seconds to work with here, and Ball Out just... He's trying to find an opening. He's like, all right, where do I go? What is my strategy here? I mean, I'm going up against 3 members of Strictly Business, but beyond that, though, Bomb is going to be so far away from you. I have 15 seconds to make a play happen. It's going to be a player right in front of him. Not going to be the case here, as Strictly Business managed to tie this one up. So as XcL was dismantling Strictly Business at the beginning of this game, one thing that has really been working out to Strictly Business's favor has just been their consistency in play, while XcL would just have these bursts where they come out and just, you know, they just look amazing when they're just shutting them down every chance they get. On the other side, Strictly Business doing what they do best. It's Strictly Business, pun intended. So now, taking a look here, you are going to have this A push happen. Remember, guys, brought this statistic up before. 100% of the time, Strictly Business goes A. 75% of the time, they come out on top. Dito with the stop there. And now it's going to be a 3-on-2, as that was actually going to be Monster who gets picked off there by Saints. Bomb's going to go down over by B, or over by A. And here's the thing, man. If you can perfect an A strategy, I mean, that is a tough one to play against, especially if you're going to be on the attack after that bomb goes down. So now Dito waiting to see if a player is going to be coming around the corner here, but that guy's going to be far along the side now. Dito needs to be careful. You are going to see an encounter happen over by the truck, but Dito's going to be there for the connection. Now it's going to be left up to the last member. That's going to be Prophet. He's going to be by himself, 1v1, going up against Saints. 20 seconds left on the clock here. Meeting inside of American, and Prophet is going to get taken out. That's going to be a huge stop there for the Slayer of Strictly Business, Saints. 5-5 right now, but a great play from him and a good read as he moves in there with the MTAR into American. He had the Remington in the close range battle. That MTAR will come out on top 9 times out of 10 in my personal opinion. Now 4-3 in the count here at Strictly Business. You know, they have been able to try and fight this one back here as best as they possibly can. Taking a look to score, you know, they were down at one point 3-1. They came back 3 rounds in a row, and it seems like they're going right after A here, XcL. So Strictly Business, they're going to read this one right away, but they are going to lose someone. That's going to be Saints there. So the big Slayer for that team ends up getting taken out. Now taking a look here, let's see, the bomb goes down immediately. I'm such a huge fan of putting the bomb down early because it immediately puts the pressure on the other team, right? I mean, it's like, you know, it goes without saying. All that time, all that comfort that they thought they had just goes away in a heartbeat. Prophet is going to get taken out, a big Slayer for this XcL team, but Ball Out's still going to be up. Let's see what he could do. He's going to be coming out from the back there, but that's not going to matter, as Monster is going to be there for one stop. And there's going to be a player right next to him as well, and he's going to have the pressure on him, trying to stay alive. Is he going to make this 2-piece? And he's going to get stopped there. Oh my goodness, that would have been just absolutely insane. But Sensor, the veteran, the national champion, he's there for the stop, and there you have it. That's going to do it there. 5-3. Strictly Business comes back from for 4 rounds here. So 5-3 in the count right now. Strictly Business won 4 in a row. They were down 3-1. Such a strong beginning for XcL has just fizzled at the end of this game here. Now Strictly Business looking to change the tide and push over by B, a bomb site that we see out of Strictly Business in this particular game, but not something that we see all the time from this squad. They are very much into pushing over by A. This time, though, I think they're looking at an opportunity for them to perfect their B strat. Center is going to be full red, though, having to back up. There's going to be actually one player on the flank, and oh, the damage has been done as Saints and Dito are going to be the last 2 left alive here. Saints having to go for that bomb. Now it's going to put him in a very precarious position because he's going to have to go for that plant, right? But usually you will see Saints be that slayer for this team. Dito's going to have to adopt that role now. As we look at Dito, he's going to actually watch by 10. And Saints, he decides, you know what, I have the bomb. I'm still going to push up. And he wins control of the water tower. Now Monster keeps his team alive in this 5K here. I don't know, but you have 2 players of Strictly Business. They're going to be wrapping all the way around toward A, and of course Monster thinking, well, you know what, if they haven't made moves over by B at this time, I should be making my way over by A as well. So let's see here. Let's actually take a look at the A bomb site and see where the approach is going to happen. You're going to have 2 players actually pushing out. Monster is going to be over by the street there. He's going to find 2. There's 2 players right there, and he knows that the bomb is going to go down. This is the chance to make a play. Oh, but he knows shots fired. 1 player's going to be near him. Going for the 2-piece. Can he make it happen? Pre-fire around the corner, and it's not going to be the case there. Dito comes out on top. 11-8 for him as Strictly Business. Yet another pro team advances to round 3 here in the MLG Scuf Gaming 5K. Wow, a great play out of Monster, but it just was not enough on that one. He tried, he went for the pre-fire, he thought that he was going to be able to connect with that one, but Dito waited just that extra second to give him that chance to pop around that wall and just absolutely catch him off guard. Great read out of Dito. Strictly Business wins 5 rounds in a row on that one. Just when he thought that they were going to get upset and being pushed to a game 3, XcL looked very strong, but they just could not find their ground there. Strictly Business, absolutely phenomenal performance out of them. But now we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have yet another Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Ghost game coming up in just a bit. Ron seems like he has something he wants to tell me. Bioacid's going to be coming on there. Yes, Bioacid. I don't have to keep on talking. But of course, guys, thank you all so much. We'll be back in just a bit. More Call of Duty action with myself and Bioacid. We'll see you on the other side.